Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Our today's topic is human health and the role of iodine. As the Mahatma Gandhi said, health is the true wealth and not the pieces of gold and silver. Health, what is it? If we define it, we can say it is a state of physical and mental well-being. Apart from staple food, we also need micronutrients. Micronutrients are the substances that we need in the minuscule amount. Macronutrients help our body to produce enzyme, hormone and other substances of essential importance. They play the vital role in the development and growth of our body. Therefore, they are called the magic wand. Indeed, we need these substances in the tiny amount, but their absence are serious. Iodine, vitamin A and iron are the most important macronutrients and their lack represents a serious threat to the health and development of population across the world, particularly among children and pregnant ladies in low-income countries. Iodine. What is it? It is an element which acts both as microbial disinfectant and simultaneously it also acts as essential macronutrients in our body for normal growth and development. Therefore, it is considered as an essential trace element for life. Iodine also helps in higher animals to produce thyroid hormones. Thyroid, which is a gland present in our body and produces thyroid hormone which directly control the overall metabolic activities of our body. What is life? It is an important question that always haunts in everyone's mind. An eminent Indian Urdu poet, Brij Narayan Chakpast, in 90s, discussed this question in couplet of his poetry beautifully. जिंदगी क्या है? अनासिर में ज़हूर तरतीब. मौत क्या है? इन्हीं अज्जा का परेशान होना. What is life? Simply, it is an assembly of elements. What is death? Disintegration of the same assembly. 1940s, a mathematician named Schrödinger, he wrote a book with the title What is Life? The Physical Basis of Life. He discussed in that book about the life and its chemical origin. It was the first time in the history of science anyone correlate life with its chemical origin. In 1950s, one physicist and one biologist proposed a double helical model of DNA. Right, for that they got Nobel Prize. DNA, which is the physical basis of life, we all know nowadays. And the chemical constituent of DNA is pentose sugar, nitrogenous base and phosphoric acid. Combination of these forms nucleotide and the chain of nucleotide is DNA. So now we concludes that what is happening in our body, it is directly or indirectly controlled by the chemical. In fact, any health issues if arise in our body, definitely it has some relation with the chemicals. Iodine, which is one of the chemical element and it is essential chemical element for the synthesis of thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone, which are basically T3 and T4. T3 represent thyroxine and T4 represent triiodothyronine. And these hormones are essential for the regulation of body metabolism. Any kind of health issues which are related with the iodine deficiency, this is termed as iodine deficiency disorder or simply IDD. Iodine plays so many functions in our body, like they regulates growth and developmental hormone. They also stimulates our metabolism by 30%. They also helps in the normal development of brain. It is an essential for reproduction. It also helps in the synthesis of some proteins and also helpful in the absorption of carbohydrate. It also helps in the synthesis of T3 and T4. Right. Although iodine is found naturally in many foods, like we see vegetables, yogurt, cow milk, fish and eggs. But food alone is not sufficient to provide required amount of iodine intake. As per the WHO recommendation, we need iodine in the range of 150 microgram to 200 microgram every day. Often it is said that iodine deficiency is the root of all diseases. Whatever kind of health issue we encounter in our body, they are related with iodine deficiency, such as tiredness, insomnia, depression, hair loss, respiratory and swelling complaints, enlarged thyroid gland, which is goiter in fact. Even metabolic problems, increase in weight, increased cholesterol levels, they are also associated with iodine deficiency. In some cases, pregnancy complications, miscarriage, developmental disorder, mental retardation, which is cretinism, they are also associated with the iodine deficiency. Iodine deficiency disorders are worldwide major public health issue nowadays. They affect a large section of population in all the continents of our planet and have been with us from generations. It is not new one. Iodine deficiency disorders are preventable in 130 countries, affecting around 13% of world population. In India, it is estimated that more than 350 million people are at risk, while the number of persons suffering from iodine deficiency disorder is above 71 million, as per the survey reported by Times of India in 2015. As we know, malnutrition is one of the major public health issue, and iodine deficiency disorder is one of them. If we give a look on the malnutrition situation in India, as per the reports, around 7.06 lakh children under 5 died in 2017. Only 6.4% children between 0 to 2 years get a proper diet. This is the scenario. If we give a look to the data or global data, we can easily understand the importance of iodine and its deficiency. Around 1.88 billion people are at risk of iodine deficiency, and 241 million children have an adequate iodine intake, which is the half of the population of Southeast Asia region and Africa. Around 30 countries remain iodine deficient. Out of them, 9 are moderate iodine deficient, 21 are mildly deficient. In India, in 1962, total goiter rate was in the range of 5.5% to 85.35%. Current survey says 337 out of 400 districts have goiter, means a TGR, total goiter rate, more than 5%. Even in NCT Delhi, all the 11 districts are found endemic for goiter. Brain, the controlling tower of our body. If controlling tower is not healthy, definitely it will affect the performance of overall body. And iodine plays a vital role in it. There is a portion in brain which is called hypothalamus. Below that, a gland is located, and it is pituitary gland. And this pituitary gland releases a hormone which is called thyroid releasing hormone, or TRH. This TRH stimulates the thyroid gland to release TSH, which is thyroid stimulating hormone. And this TSH controls the metabolic activities of our overall body. There are some complications we often encounter due to iodine deficiency, such as dry skin, depression, brittle nails, cold skin, constipation, fatigue, weight gain, thyroid enlargement, which is goiter, and even in children, mental retardation, which is called cretinism, and forgetfulness. Now it has been cleared that iodine controls the functioning of thyroid gland to release an optimum amount of thyroid hormones, which are T3 and T4. Sometimes thyroid glands fails to release these hormones in optimum amount. In some cases, they releases high amount of hormones, and that state is called hyperthyroidism. Whereas in some cases, they releases lesser amount of thyroid hormone, and this is called hypothyroidism. In the case of hyperthyroidism, our body metabolism becomes more accelerated and causes unintentional weight loss and rapid heartbeat. Whereas in the case of hypothyroidism, all aspects of metabolism get affected. Enlarged thyroid gland and bulging eyes are the sign of hypothyroidism. Iodine deficiency also causes sexual dysfunction and other thyroid related diseases in both genders. Dysfunctioning of thyroid gland, apart from goiter, hypothyroidism and hypothyroidism, they also causes other diseases like Graves' diseases, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, follicular thyroid cancer, etc. The proper functioning of thyroid gland depends on our optimum diet intake, in which micronutrients play a vital role. After understanding the importance of iodine and its deficiency, the next question arises is its remedy. How can we overcome from the iodine deficiency disorder? First time in the world, in 1820, the idea of introducing iodine among the masses was developed. In 1922, common salt was selected to fortify with iodine and provide it among the masses as an iodine supplementation. Later, other iodine supplementations were also developed by introducing iodine in oil, water, sugar, bread in different parts of the world. But mostly common salt is used as a vehicle to introduce iodine among the masses across the world. The reason behind it is simple, because majority of the population across the globe uses common salt in their diet. So it would be easy to introduce iodine among the masses through common salt. And interestingly, in the survey of Times of India, which was published in 2019, shows that only 76.3% of Indian households consume adequately iodized salt. It means still we have to achieve the target. Although iodine is good for our health, but how much? Answer of this question lie in the relationship between iodine intake and the iodine deficiency disorder. If we take iodine in the range of 20 microgram or less, it will create a disease called cretinism. If the range of iodine lie in between 20 to 50 microgram, it will cause goiter. If the range of iodine lie in between 50 to 100 microgram, it is considered as marginal. And if the range of iodine is in between 100 to 300 microgram, it is considered as normal. But if it exceeds above 300 microgram, it is considered as abnormal. As per the recommendation of WHO, for a normal human adult, it is prescribed as to take 150 microgram of iodine per day. But for a pregnant lady, it is 250 microgram per day. During a survey, it was found that average consumption of salt per person in India is 10 gram. To make it sure to provide an optimum amount of iodine to the consumer level, the salt production company was instructed to introduce 300 microgram per 10 gram of common salt at the production level, because some of the iodine can get evaporated during cooking, or though iodine is volatile in nature. Good nutrition is the key to avoid the iodine related problems. We need iodine in our diet, but in an optimum level. In India, Universal Salt Iodization Program was introduced in 1984. Major General Dr. Raman Kumar Marwa was the person behind this program. And recently he revealed that companies are adding excess amount of iodine in salt, which is resulting a serious health condition like hyperthyroidism. Ironic situation with us is that the present laws have no provision to penalize the manufacturer to add excess amount of iodine in the common salt. because our laws has provision to only penalize the manufacturer if they fail to maintain the 300 microgram level of iodine in common salt. Recently, Times of India has reported an article in 2019 about this crisis. Here I would like to discuss some interesting thing about the iodized common salt. Salt iodization has been the most common method of iodine fortification across the globe. Two chemical compounds are oftenly used to fortify the common salt with iodine. The first one is potassium iodide and the second one is potassium iodate. Interestingly, in India, salt iodine fortification is done with the help of potassium iodate, but in the USA it is done with potassium iodide. In India, the National Institute of Public Cooperation and Child Development has recommended that common salt must contain 150 microgram iodine at the consumer level and 300 microgram at the production level. Though table salt is a common vehicle for iodine delivery, but other than common salt, other dietary iodine supplements are also used across the globe. Like in Sudan, they uses iodized sugar. In Papua New Guinea, they uses iodized oil. Iodized tea in Tibet. In Holland, Russia, Australia and Tanzania, they uses iodized bread. In 1923, the city of Rochester in New York, they first time introduced iodine in their drinking water. In some cities in Thailand, Malaysia and Sicily, they also added iodine to their central drinking water. But interesting thing is that they uses molecular iodine rather iodide or iodate. In India, table salt is the only vehicle to serve iodine among people. But an ironic situation arises among those people who are living on salt restricted diet, like patient of hypertension. The scientists thought that they should opt a kind of vehicle that could be used by all, and it was water. Therefore, a group of scientists that developed a slow release iodine delivery system taking as water as a vehicle based on silicon matrices, and they have used these matrices successfully in Mali and in the Central African Republic. I'm gladly share it with you guys that our group has also developed a similar kind of iodine delivery system taking water as a vehicle based on gum arabic, a natural polysaccharide, and polyvinyl alcohol, a biodegradable polymer. An article based on this research work is in press now. It has been concluded now that we must ensure an optimum level of iodine in our diet. We can obtain iodine from naturally available foods, but the level of iodine that we need cannot be obtained from them. Therefore, we need some iodine supplement. Iodized table salt is one of them. We must also ensure that the table salt we are using in our home, whether they are iodized or not. And if it is iodized, we must also ensure it that it has the kind of level of iodine in it which are recommended by WHO or not. Iodine is the single element that helps in organizing the body components. Therefore, it is also called the conductor of life. If you ride your bus safely, the conductor of the bus should be alert and active. Your health is in the drop of iodine. If you like this video, please like it, share it and subscribe. Thank you very much.